Hello, how are you guys? Oh, Jesus. So yeah, it is Thursday. It is vlog day. And yeah, so what's up? Do a I guess quick shout out for the early birds. Lethal, thank you for joining, buddy. Mike the Vaping Ape, how you doing? Long time. 808 Kevin, how you doing, brother? But yeah, so it is vlog day or the day of vlogs because I mean, then Grim's on later today, and then that's what she said is on later today. Like I know Ruby already posted like the startup of the show, so if you want to like drop on chat over there, you can. But yeah, so it is vlog day, and holy crap! Honestly, last week I took a break from all this. It became a full on. I just can't even. I don't even wanna. And I kept up with things and still did stuff on Twitter, but honestly, trying to maintain some sense of just humanity, I guess, is where my mindset was at last week. I just couldn't do it. Mm-hmm.
The puppies outside.
Apparently, there's puppies outside. But yeah. Oh, man. Yep, there goes the puppy. But yeah, it's one of those weird things. Hopefully you guys are doing well. You guys are keeping it together and all that kind of thing. And it's just been brutal, brutal, brutal. I don't even know how else to describe it other than just brutal. Yep, exactly, Michelle. Michelle knows what's up. You got to take a break every once in a while. And that's kind of what I'm doing. What up, Tuna, Abby Vapes, James Rivera? How you guys doing? Yes, evening. You know, it's like 3 in the afternoon over here. It's still early for me. So yeah, let's just jump into some segments here. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. 1 second here. I'm dealing with a bunch of different things, and yeah. So we're gonna do that for a second. Oh yeah. Okay. I unmuted the wrong thing. Now I feel silly. Alrighty. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. All right. Yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, Torin Max. And that I got Brood Awakenings apple cider. Doing that guy again, okay, real quick. The wrong thing. I feel silly. Alrighty, thank you. Thank you, Michelle. Then seeing that so Ken and Jared the Vaping Goat got theirs, I seriously couldn't help myself and brought this guy back into the lineup. Real quick. It's my Dull Dime, and I'm glad Michelle's on chat so she could see it. But yeah, got the Dull Dime, got the Twisted Messes, and DHD, was it that Money Dough Trickster Cap? I don't know. This still makes me so happy. I was able to find a matching cap to the box itself. That just, I don't know. That just made me really happy. Inside of that, I got some of that rectum balls with the really destroyed label. Really enjoying that juice. It's one of my favorites. It's key lime pie. Makes me stupid happy. And then next, I got the K-Fun on top of the Stratum Zero. And in that, I got some Mint Me MTL version. I'm doing some MTL tryouts for this. So this is the mint chocolate chip cookie type thing or whatever. It's not even a cookie. It was supposed to be an ice cream, but it actually just kind of came out more like Andes Candies, which either way makes me really happy. But yeah, it's one of those things. Here, I'm still like trying to figure out something here. Give me a second. Which either way makes me really happy. But yeah, and yeah, you guys get to see the bottom of my screen. Here, I'm still like trying to figure out. No, I'm not trying to do that. Where is it? There we go. And just depending on something, we will see something real quick. But either way, I think I'm gonna cut the what I've been vaping there, right there. And let me see. So, just depending on something, we will see something real quick. But either way, all right. So Tuna's not feeling so good. I think I'm gonna cut the what I've been vaping there. And yeah, alrighty. So let's just jump into some beer because honestly, I think I need one. Alrighty, so this is from Breckenridge Brewery in Colorado. It is a vanilla porter, which I am excited to try that out. See how this goes. And let's see, Tuna is rocking a toothache. All right, that's why you're not feeling good. Just thinking of something else, buddy. All righty. So, try that out. See how this goes. And let's see, Tuna is rocking a toothache. All right, that's why you're not feeling good. Yeah, I keep getting distracted. I'm sorry, guys. Either way, let's give this a quick pour and see how it goes as I drop things. Because it wouldn't be my show unless I drop things. You know what I mean? I seem to drop something almost every time. Yeah, I keep getting distracted. I'm sorry, guys. Either way. Oh, look at that. Quick pour and see how it goes. That is one dark beer. Honestly, the color reminds me more of a stout. You know what I mean? But I'm excited. Let's see. Oh, there we go. That I got like full back support. I had this lean too far back. I had it in gamer mode. We've been playing Dauntless a lot lately, and I have to like sit a certain way to be comfortable. All right, I don't know. It's just beer. That's the smell. I'm not getting anything else. Just beer. So let's give this a nice little sippy do here. I had it in gamer mode. We've been playing Dauntless a lot lately, and yes, sippy-do is a technical term. I don't know, it's just beer. That's the smell. I'm not getting anything else. It's like a very light stout. That's what it reminds me of, like a very, very light stout. All right. That's interesting. All right. So let's see, for a pairing, we're going to do some last bit of my Deep Cuts Dragon Shake, which is a dragon fruit milkshake, which is a flavor that I enjoy along with my vanilla flavored beer. All right. So let's see, for a pairing, we're going to do some is that snarky enough? Can I be snarkier? Can I just can I be a little bit snarkier? All right, let's give this a try. Which is a flavor that I enjoy along with my vanilla flavored beer. Is that snarky enough? Okay. Be snarkier. That brings out like a little bit of the creaminess from the e-liquid. From the juice, the e-liquid, whatever you want to call it. I don't fucking care, honestly. And it's actually pretty decent. The beer, like I said, it's a very just like water. It tastes like a watered down stout, which is kind of like a little bit disappointing to to a point. Like, it's not bad, but at the same time, it's not like, wow. I'm not like getting all excited over here. So I don't know how to feel about it. Beer, like I said, it's a very just like water. It tastes like a watered down stout, which is kind of like a little bit disappointing. It's not bad. Yeah, so I don't know. Don't know how to feel about that. Let's try rectum balls. I don't know how this will go, but I just want to vape the dull lime. That's basically what that is. It's like seriously one of my all-time favorite mods. Yeah, so I don't know. Don't know how to feel about that. Let's try rectum balls. I don't know how this will go, but and it needs new batteries. That's basically what that is. It's funny because you can tell when it's the battery's running low, but it still hits hard. That's a messed up part. Michelle, you gave me a mod that deceives me of my batteries being low or not. Yeah, that again, just the creaminess kind of comes through, but not really a whole lot of anything else. But it still hits hard. That's a messed up part. You stumbled on a. Michelle, you gave me a mod that. I don't know. Okay, I'll be honest. Flavored liquors to me, like. It should stick to vodka and rum. I feel like whiskey, bourbon should be left the fuck alone, but then maybe I'm just like a weirdo purist when it comes to that, and that's why I just don't care for it, and it's not my thing. But, you know, whatever, to each his own. Like, I remember my buddies got really into the, what the hell is that shit called? The maple syrup, what is that company? Jim Beam? No. I don't remember. Either way, the ones that like first came out with the maple syrup whiskey. Oh, hello. Let's see it. Let's see if I could hear him. Hello,
hey,
buddy.
Clown.
Hey.
Can you see me? No, you can't.
No, I can't.
Now you can.
There he is.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Right.
Make sure you guys can hear me just fine.
Yeah, I think so. Here, let me make sure I have you unmuted. Talk for a quick second there.
Hello, fam. Thank you guys for joining Clown's stream here, the vlog.
Oh, look, I still had your logo set up, so I just put it under you.
That works, man. That works.
Nice. All right.
So how you doing?
Good, man. Like I was saying earlier, I decided to take a break from the vaping stuff and things like that because, like, I've been still doing the Twitter thing, but I just kind of... I'll be honest, a lot of this is giving me anxiety issues, and it's and I'm I live in a state that for the most part is still kind of like minding their own business when it comes to this, but holy crap at the same time, man.
Absolutely. I hope my connection stays stable enough for me to be on here with you guys. If it doesn't, I will be home shortly, so that'll be it.
Either way, like, I just wanted to see how it went because I was trying to look up anything. I even saw the pictures that there was like news people out there and stuff like that. So I was seeing if I could find anything on it, and there's just nothing yet.
Bro, there were like six TV networks out there.
Yeah,
like 6 of them, and it was a good turnout. We had about 100 people out that.
That's good.
We even had the people from the steakhouse out on the balcony looking at us, taking pictures and videos while we were standing there chanting. That was dope. That was dope.
In all reality, I just hope none of it gets spun the wrong way because, spin control, that's all it really is about at this point.
It's all about media. They have their own agenda. They have their own way to spin them. So,
I mean,
that was...
Like, I know we talk a lot about what companies own our government here and there. Mm-hmm. But, like, we never actually look at the media companies, who actually owns them, who is their parent companies. You'd be surprised who owns who and what and where. It's ridiculous.
The good portion of media is owned in large part by the Clinton administration, for one, just for starters. Mm-hmm. The billionaires and politicians are the ones that own the media. Yeah. So they're going to fuel their own agenda, post what they want, promote and publicize anything that fuels their interests and not those of others. Even if it means half-truths, misinformation, and omitting, like what we're seeing today, omitting the positive health benefits of vaping in comparison to smoking cigarettes. They only publicize what really fuels their interest.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, and that's where like I think like within our generation we've kind of like steered away from the typical media because we kind of see the biases. We see what I mean. If you want fully liberal with no other opinion, you go to what like MSNBC, CNN. You want fully conservative, you go Fox News. I mean, there's just really no middle ground, no gray areas anymore. If you want what you want to hear, you go to who you want to hear.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I had to listen to that stuff. This is Lawrence.
And he froze. Yeah. So I'm glad that a lot of people actually showed up to this thing because I know when Mr. Angry Hippie went to, was it the Boston one?
This was the Boston one.
When Angry Hippie went to go talk to the council or something, was it the Massachusetts State House or was it just Boston?
It might have been.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but I know it was just him. Like only he showed up.
Yeah.
That's a little disheartening because it's like, come on, seriously, people.
It really is too, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, you guys live in like a really small state, so it's easy to get around places comparatively. Because I mean, I live in Texas, dude. To get to my capital, it's like a 3.5 hour drive or so.
Yeah,
5.
Like I'm
no,
lucky.
see,
I only live.
It's a 5 hour drive. So if I want to go, I want to go to my like
State house. You couldn't even. You'd have to drive 5 hours.
Yeah, I would have to take like a day and a half off from work and things like that. So I mean,
forget that, man.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's just a simple 1 hour train ride, and I'm there. So that's enough for me. Yeah. I don't need to go any further than that. But so I don't know. Like I've said it before, I'll say it again. As far as Massachusetts is concerned, I'm one of the lucky ones. I don't concern myself with myself. I concern myself for all the shop owners that are now out of business, for all the employees that are now out of work, for all of the newly transitioned vapors that will end up going back to cigarettes, and for all of the smokers currently who would have quit using these products but never will get to that champion. My concern is for them. Like I said, I live about 15 minutes away from New Hampshire. New Hampshire's a live free or die state. They're a very low to no regulation state. So it's honestly, I don't see it happening anytime in New Hampshire anytime soon. So I'll still go there. I've got the luxury of being 15 minutes away, being able to make that trip, still pick up all of my stuff. I'm not concerned with myself. I will survive. It's everybody else that I'm concerned with.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. I mean, it's one of those weird things that like, all these talks and everything they keep talking about, like the safety, but it's like you're creating something worse, and they don't want to actually realize that.
Exactly, it's been a problem created by the government to solve a problem that never existed in the first place, but should have never existed in the first place. But they're making a mountain out of a molehill, jumping the gun and kind of lumping everything in together all at once with the THC black market part of it, and the actual, our side of vaping, which is obviously not that. But then even like last week, just a couple of days ago, I think it was, no, it wasn't Friday. It was just a few days ago. The CDC came out and even said it.
Yeah, I actually have the article. I have the article right here. September 27th is when they they finally admitted to it, which is like, what the hell? Because I mean, they seriously were denying it and denying it now. Yeah, and here's the thing that just like makes it so ridiculous is they didn't really like make a mountain out of a molehill. They took advantage of the situation. Like in all reality, it was just a full-on take advantage of the situation.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I got some way to put it.
Yeah, because I mean, they like, I seriously think, like, I've been saying this for months now, but they've been on their last leg of what can we throw out there to push something against vaping, because they're losing their MSA money, they're pissing off Big Pharma because they're not doing something to stop us from what we're doing, and this happened, and they just took full advantage of it and ran with it, and like,
absolutely,
and it's just like complete crap that they play it up of we're gonna do all these bans while we do research, but at no point do they hear anybody out. Do they want to listen to anything? Because even the FDA early on pointed it out. You know.
Oh yeah, even the FDA said no to Trump. They said no, we're not going to expedite this thing.
Yeah.
You know, and so for that I have to say kudos on that one, but it, you know, doesn't undo all the negative that was done. But yeah, it's just a sad thing. And you know what? To be honest with you, I think that it was actually a shady tactic on Trump's part. I think that when he came out and said something, he knew. I think he knew full well that once his word was spoken, that you were going to see a lot of these states go one by one and start implementing bans straight through. Once he opened his mouth, that's exactly what happened.
No,
I think he knew that was going to happen.
I really think I think he just jumped onto it, kind of trying to follow the popularity trend. Because, you know, he loves being loved. I mean, honestly, in all reality, the dude loves being loved. And he jumped on it. Got to as a politician. Yeah, he jumped on it and then realized he messed up and redacted like a couple of days later. And it's like, okay.
But only partially redacted. He only partially redacted.
Yeah, partially. But still, you could see that he saw the mistake he had committed at that point.
Absolutely. I agree with you. But yeah, no, we did. We had a good turnout. We had almost just about 100 people there. We had 6 news stations, a couple of newspapers that were there, journalists taking testimonies, taking photos. I'm in a few of them. There have been several news stations already that have posted their articles about it. Mm-hmm. And so me, my boy, and a bunch of other people are involved and in the headline, as it were, we're vape stars, no, I'm kidding. But actually, it was funny because I got a chance to meet one of my YouTube heroes, I guess is how you want to put that. I've been watching on YouTube.
He went all robo. Sorry, I might have to ask him to repeat. But yeah, like I said, that's good. I know they're doing the whole March on Washington thing. If you guys are able to go if you live close by, honestly, come on, make the drive. It's not, for me, it's a plane flight that I cannot afford. For me, it's a drive that I cannot afford. But I'd be there. If anybody wants to hook a brother up, I'm down. But otherwise, I don't know. It's a very, very hard one for me. Let me see. The user abuser says it's gotten to the point where every news story I see drives me into rage. The lies, the lineup of doctors just speak out of their asses, watching friends lose their jobs and no reason. Pathetic. No shit, dude. That's why, like, last week I took a full-on break. I just was like, I can't do this right now. It was literally giving me anxiety, and I just couldn't do it. He's back.
Hey, I'm back.
There you go. Yeah, you kind of cut off. You were saying about your YouTube hero?
Yeah, I got a chance to meet one of my YouTube heroes. Mr. Ambitions Vaper was at the rally today, too.
Crazy. All right, cool. Good to know that.
Yeah, we had...
people were out there.
Ambitions Vaper was there. Domino with Monochrome was there. My buddy Jack Raleigh, who owns 4 different shops here in Massachusetts, he was there. Yeah, 3 individuals came all the way out from Ohio,
really?
Just to be here. Rode on their motorcycles all the way out to Boston just to be here for the rally.
That's gnarly, dude.
Oh, they're gonna hit up some more rallies on the way back, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, did you see what happened in Jersey earlier today?
No, I've been too busy in Boston, man. I haven't been able to catch up with any of the news about what's happening.
Yeah, pretty much. They're dropping that hammer. They're dropping that hammer, dude.
Are they?
Yeah, like
it's
it's very I think so. Like, I didn't finish it because I had to start the thing. But here, I'm gonna actually share the link to the actual video. And I mean, like, every vapor possible, like, even is in the comments, because they did a live stream on YouTube of it. And I just love how they played up the whole. They kept saying, "Okay, we heard everybody's stories, we heard everything, we got all the confessions, but the children, we got to protect the children." And they even started talking about how like there's vaping hoodies, which I've never heard of, where your vape is hidden in the drawstrings of your sweater. I'm like, okay, going along with that. I mean, that's why like it's one of those things like I know Logan Exhales talks about like maintaining somewhat of an adult look, and I know we talked about it on the Ohmies and stuff. My wife brought it up during an Ohmies episode not too long ago, that us trying to like act like children and making all the memes and stuff, that's fine and it's fun, but at the same time it makes us look bad, at least IMO kind of thing. We have to have a certain presentation. They already think we're like children. They look at us like we're children. Do we really want to, you know, give them more ammo on that?
Make it worse.
Yeah.
Right. No, we definitely don't. We definitely don't need to be giving them any more ammunition to use against us. That's for damn sure. They've got enough that they can use against us right now as it is. They're ignoring all of the facts. You know, they don't care. They just simply, they don't care. They're going to use whatever they can, whatever they can get their hands on for information and for numbers, even if they're made up numbers, to try and bury us. You know?
Exactly.
So they're not going to, I don't know. We had a guy at the rally who was saying, he went around telling everybody, and even had to scream at a couple of people while we were there, like, guys, no crowd blowing, because you know what? The media is here. They're going to be facing the cameras right at you, and they're going to paint a bad picture. You know, so no blowing clouds. And sure enough, there were people out there fucking blowing fucking big-ass clouds. I'm sitting here with my little Jag Nano, and I'm like, in the corner, just in the corner. Like, I'm done. You know, and I couldn't believe some of the ignorance like that I saw there, but we actually almost had a fight break out.
And I mean,
we almost had a fight break out.
Really? That's not good.
Yep, between two dudes. No, between two guys that were there together. Like I've been saying for years, we need to stop the infighting. We need to come together and unify, not fight each other.
Like seriously, like all the drama, all the BS between companies, between who does what and where and all this. Like that needs to like really end. We're not in a position where we have that luxury at the moment, you know?
Right. No, and, we're definitely not.
I'll be honest, like I hate that people make the comparison of, well, there's flavored alcohol. Yeah, there's flavored alcohol, but that is a fight that was fought over almost 100 years ago. We saw how that went. They had their day. Now they have a lobby. They have the strength. They have the money. It's just. Yeah. I don't like that comparison. It makes me like very upset because those comparisons they don't help us. They just make us look like, well, they got to do it. Why don't we? That's how I look at it, at least personally. Yeah.
I mean, I can agree with the argument that, you know what, when it comes to the flavor bans, I can agree with if you're going to get rid of flavors out of vape juice, you need to get rid of flavors out of every tobacco product and out of every alcohol product, because those two are bigger killers than vaping it.
And that I understand. Like to me, the one that gets me more is like, okay, so you consider vaping a horrible thing, and we're up to like what, 8 deaths barely?
Well, right now?
Yeah, as of now.
No. According to the papers and media, 17.
17
is where we're at right now.
Up to, okay, but then you got to put into point that illegal THC black market cartridges that were adulterated, and they have arrested and they're about to convict the people that were responsible.
2 of them at least.
Yeah.
2 at least.
2 at
least. Who knows
least.
how many more other people were.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like they got the 2 guys that were brothers. They arrested the mom because she was letting them do it in her office.
Good.
Yeah.
Punish all involved parties. Oh, yeah. I agree with that.
But so when we look at that, 0 deaths due to actual vaping, But then cigarettes are still legal and perfectly fine. And how many have they killed so far, and how many will they continue to kill?
Over 480,000 Americans a year. Hi.
I mean, I like the fact, and I know I've brought this up before, but the fact that the CDC called the Royal College of Physician Studies bogus. It's very sad that they're repeating what happened in 1962 when the Royal College of Physicians said that smoking causes cancer. And
absolutely.
And they waited 15 years until a bunch of people started suing because they were dying to actually do something about it. And it's just like,
absolutely.
We already have the technology here. We have what we need here. But do we really have to wait the 15 years for it to resolve itself?
Exactly. You know, the UK Royal College of Physicians has established a name for itself as a very upstanding medical facility. What they have to say carries a lot of weight in a lot of places. It's just sad that here in the United States, it's not one of those places. We don't care because their research studies are going to go against what's going to make them more money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean? So they're just, it's astounding to me how you can ignore the truth, ignore the facts. The scientific research studies that have been done have facts in them, have actual numbers in them that came from somewhere, not from like somebody just reaching up into a cloud, pulling a number out and saying, oh, hey, look, this is how many deaths. No, we've got actual numbers that are factual that come right out of the science of everything. So I don't know why they're trying to cherry pick their information, why they're trying to come up with inaccurate numbers like that. 17 deaths.
We know why. I mean, there's, no reality. We know why.
Well, yeah. Yep, absolutely.
But I mean, that's the thing. Like the Royal College of Physicians thing came out 3-4 years ago at this point, and not only it's been a while.
Was that 2016?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought that was before 2016.
I don't know. I know it's been around for a while because I know Grimm's been preaching it forever and all that kind of thing. But my point being is that the entire medical body of the UK has said that vaping is better. The Royal College of Midwives, the Royal College of Nurses, the Royal College of this, that. They've all said it.
Yeah. And they take a step further. That's something to some. That's something to some.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. Absolute craziness.
Yeah.
I just haven't found. I'm probably going to be losing service in just a second. So it was great to come on with you for a little bit, buddy. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah. No, of course, man. Thank you.
We'll definitely talk in a little while.
Yeah, for sure. Get home safe and all that kind of thing.
Absolutely, man. Thanks again for that. It's a pleasure being able to share some of today's events with you guys. So until then, I will talk to you guys later.
Later, buddy.
Later, guys. If I can leave. There we go.
Alrighty, so yeah, that was Mr. Lethal Coils. Thank you, buddy, seriously, for coming on and chatting with me about how it went, because I was a little curious. And like I said, I've been trying to find articles and stuff, and if anybody knows any news outlets out of Massachusetts that I can look up, please send me links, because I'm interested to see what the news has to say about this sort of thing. But yeah, so like I was saying earlier, the CDC last week came out with the final verdict on what was, the cause of the deaths, how many ever there is existing. They have arrested said people that were responsible for it and how much gear they found on them. What's up, Josh Rhodes? How you doing, buddy? User Abuser, how you doing? JJ Airy, how are you? It's sad I keep looking for the UK Vape show to pop up. I'm like, it's not coming up. Are they even doing something this week? I don't know. I like I said, I've been kind of off of YouTube. I've been off of this, off of that, and I just needed to take like a minute and a break and just zone out for a little bit, because it's been very tough dealing with it, and it's not even it. I truly believe in vaping, and I am a weird person. I don't really have many things that I grasp on in a belief system very hard to. Like, I am not religious really at any point. Politics, I don't grasp onto an idea heavily like most people do. But this is something I do truly believe in, and I do care if it keeps on going or not. And that's not even because I have a company. It's not because I do that, because in the end, I could give a flying fuck about that. I just did it because, hey, I was already hobbying it up. I was like, might as well try something and expand and maybe make that part of who I am. But in the end, it still just falls onto, I care about this. It got me off of smoking. I was actually talking to my coworkers the other day, and they know I vape, and I was talking to them about how I was a 2-pack-a-day smoker, and they looked at me like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, yeah. And they like, one of them, she smokes. The other one, he's like in between vaping, snooze, and smoking. So it's kind of, he's like all over the place. It's whatever he can get his hands on kind of thing. But, I told them that, and they're like, dude, I do like barely half a pack a day. Like, how are you still alive? I was like, I don't know. And like I said it before, I was creeping on that 3rd pack, and this actually got me to quit. I was not really gung-ho to quit. This was just something that happened basically out of accident. A friend of mine had found a shop. She told me, hey, you should go check out this shop. They have these little e-cig things. They taste really great, and you still get your nicotine. You should give it a shot. And she was like a partial smoker, more like a social smoker type, mostly around me because I'm a bad influence like that. And I went, and it's one of those things of like, I went, got my thing, I started trying it out, then I moved on into bigger, better setups and this and that. Let me see. Remember when Vapor's bigger problems were clones, battery safety? Man, those were the days. No shit. No kidding. The UK Vape Show went on a break just before the flavor ban happened. They may get one show out before UK Expo. Okay, cool. Thank you, JJ Airy. I know you're always in chat for Vic stuff, so I appreciate that, man. Let me see what else. Then the user abuser said, I build, I DIY, I mech only. I'd be okay. It's the 60-year-old lady that smokes for 40 years. Who'll have no idea in her juice or where to even start to find safe stuff. And that's the sad truth of it. In the end, this is like people that are established within vaping, meaning you have your setups, you have, especially like the DI, like not the DIYers, the hobbyists, mostly like folks like us, the hobbyists that can build, that try and buy all the gear possible, that get all the juice possible, all that. You most likely have a nice arsenal set up to where you're good for a while. It's the people that are still smoking that will suffer. It's the people that had just transitioned and are still trying to curb that cigarette craving with whatever system they just have, and they don't have a fighting chance anymore. They don't have something that they could evolve to if all this gets taken away. I mean, it's one of those things. I know, who was it? I think, is it Massachusetts that also banned online sales? I think also Michigan has banned online sales, so it's a lot of that kind of stuff. Let me see. And yet there hasn't been a published obituary of said deaths, things that make you go, Very true. I have not seen any obituaries. I mean, I've seen like 2 or 3 people come out and talk the actual truth of what happened to them and where they ended up where they did, and the media is still ignoring them because it does not fit the narrative of vaping is bad, because they do actually tell you, well, it's because I did something I wasn't supposed to. It got me in a heap of trouble that I didn't care for. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna take my headphones off. I can hear myself all muted. So it's just one of those things. Yeah, it's the ones that have low income. Yeah, they get hurt too. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, it's just like one thing that I've learned to love about vaping is that within this community, there is people from all sorts. Like it doesn't matter what your race, your ethnical background is, what your sexual orientation is, what your religious background is, what your political background is, what um, your economical standing is. In the end, you're a vapor and you hang out with other vapors and you do your own version of AA. In all reality, that's what this is. And we all hang out and talk about this, talk about the new products and this and that, or talk about what juices we like, what builds we like. And there's just like a flavor for everybody. And that's kind of the community that has grown over the years and has become what it is. And that all can be lost. Because, I mean, a lot of this is still support. I mean, I know I've had friends that like they're like, hey, you know what? I liked vaping, but I'm probably gonna put that up too. I think I'm done. I'm good and done. And instead of getting mad at them and telling them, no, you should keep going, you're like, dude, bro, good on you. You know, it's one of those things of that's the point in the end is for you to find something that helps you quit, whether it takes a day, whether it takes a year or a decade. In the end, you're off of cigarettes, and that is the point. So I always like tell people some people see some of the gear I have and they're like, well, all I have is this. I was like, that's awesome. I'm not going to judge you for not having the latest and greatest. I don't care. Fact is that you're off of cigarettes. That's the point in the end. Yeah, and that's like the bigger like travesty in all this is that what JJ Ari just said, that the ones that don't buy all the systems, that don't buy all the juice, they're the ones that are gonna get hurt the most. My father-in-law, he is a man that smoked for years and years, and he found a little pod system guy that actually has gotten him off for what, like a month and a half now, almost 2 months off of cigarettes, and that's one of those things of like good on him. And I will try to figure out if anything happens, I will try to figure out my best to help him out and things like that, because I can and I have the means, but not everybody has a person or a friend or somebody that can actually help them out like that. All right. Well, this guy right here, it's the K-Fun Stratum. It's gurgly as all hell because I filled it wrong. I want to see the emaciated lung in a jar. Show me the fluid sacs that cause these problems. How is it that they install vape shops in hospitals in the UK and ban it in the land of the free? Yep, and that's the thing. I mean, I'll be honest, as a kid, and I talked about this a while back, I kind of started judging and kind of not agreeing with everything that was being told to me as a kid. Started questioning religion. I started questioning government. I started questioning authority. And it brought out a bit of my rebellious side, I'm not going to lie. And it did make things a little bit difficult for me because it got me in a lot more trouble than it was worth. But at the same time, it's one of those things of like, I started seeing through all the bull. And I really, as much as I love living here in the U.S., and I would rather not go back to my home country. Honestly, it's a shithole, and it's corrupt, way more corrupt than here, and all those things. But at the same time, is just you see like how much money drives versus actually the people, for the people, by the people, and all that kind of thing. And it makes for a very sad kind of like view on things, because we're always taught about how we're the land of the free, but then we're not allowed personal freedoms. I mean, it's one of those weird things. Like, I don't own any guns, nor do I think I probably will at any point in my life. But at the same time, guns are fun. I'm sorry. Things that go boom, boom. I mean, it's one of those things, and like, if people want to have them, fine. If anything, like, I mean, just educate yourself on proper gun care and things like that. But most people that I know that own guns actually know all this stuff. So it's one of those things of like, that's awesome, you know? Okay. Swaggins, you're always good for a laugh. How you doing, brother? Long time, man. Long time. Wait, what was... That's interesting. Next Wednesday is Patriots Day. Just keep that in mind. Alrighty. So, yeah. It's one of those weird, sad times that we live in, where a lot of personal freedoms get stripped away. And even then, this is one of those things that you could kind of look into it as this. And it's... You could say it's full tinfoil hat mentality, but in the end, once they take away one of your personal freedoms, what's to say they won't take another one? It is one of those things of where does the buck stop? You know, I understand that rules exist for a reason. It's to keep us safe and to keep us this and that. But at the same time, you're stealing personal freedoms. You know, regulation within reason is a thing, but this isn't within reason. This is just complete fucking malarkey. Yeah, I just cussed, and then instead of saying bullshit, I said malarkey. What up, Stu Rep? I forgot I need to change out these batteries. Ah, man. So, yeah, it's like I said, it's a very interesting time that we live in, where they want to get rid of vaping, but then smoking is fine. That still makes fuck all sense to me. You know, they want to talk about protecting the children. Yeah, the children might be getting into things they shouldn't, but they're going to do it anyways. They're going to figure a way around it. So whether you ban it, whether you put age restrictions, this and that, that's not going to make a difference. I moved to Texas back in God, I don't remember at this point. In 2004. Yeah, 2004. And I thought my school was bad because I went to a very, very ghetto school. Thought my school was pretty bad. We had a lot of like gun problems when it came to like gangs and things like that. We had a bit of, I wouldn't even call it a drug issue, but at the same time, a lot of people smoked pot in high school and things like that. A lot of people got drunk in high school. They did all sorts of things, and like, you know, one of them, like a couple of them were illegal. A couple of things you have to be of a certain age to get it, and somehow everybody still got things. They still got into things. I moved here and it was way worse, honestly. I went to a very affluent school, and since they got money, they can afford the good stuff. It was the weirdest thing to see. Oh yeah, the list will get longer when they start. IMO 2025 will change with smoke sig. Don't quote me, but MSA is done then. Yeah, but within that, at the same time, keep that in mind. 2025, what's that, like 6 years from now? So we're going to wait 6 years, let all those people die, and then probably maybe do something about it. And that's just kind of, that's pathetic. That is just fully pathetic on our government's part. Alrighty, so I think I'm going to cut the show right here. This has been fun. I was glad that that Mr. K-Riss was able to jump on and talk a little bit what was going on. You could see there, right here. Yeah, there's an arm waving hello to everybody. And you know, it's one of those things of keep fighting, keep sending those letters, keep making the phone calls, let them know, badger them. Remind them that in the end, we still get to vote and we get to have a final say on who is where and what and when. And next year, I mean, that's the thing. They're cutting this really close to an election year. And it's very funny of trying to, like, it is one of those things of it is harder to reverse a law than it is to instill one. But at the same time, if they want to keep their stupid jobs and stuff like that, they got to remember that in the end, we still get final say. They work for us. The government works for the people, not the other way around. And that's one of those things that we got to keep going. All right, so yeah, you guys can tell I did change the name. I think I said something last Sunday about it on Wolfbite, but I'm kind of rebranding a little bit and just kind of changing some stuff around to not make it so obvious on what I am and what I do. And the fact, and my wife came up with that name. And but what I was gonna say, and it doesn't really help that I go by Clown Vapes. I know it's a very child-friendly thing, but in the end, this is a nickname I've had since high school. I am very sorry that it's something that I just lived with my entire life, and I just kind of continue to press on with it. So either way, thank you for joining me, and keep fighting, keep it alive, keep it going. And as far as I know, we're not doing Wolfbite this Sunday. We might not. I'm not sure, and just be on the lookout for that kind of thing. Go check out Vaping with the Ohmies on the Vaping with the Ohmies channel on Monday. Go follow James. Go follow PoonSauce. Go follow Vaper Swaggins on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter, all that fun stuff. And yeah, Patreon. If you guys want to help the channel grow, I do have a Patreon. There's a link somewhere down below for it, and any little bit helps. I use it towards buying flavorings, atomizers, batteries, whatever I need for review stuff. I know, like, the most recent thing I bought with the Patreon money, where are you? It was the Recurve Dual, which that was pretty cool. And yeah, this was actually lent to me by a friend, and I'm thanking him right now, even though I'll probably do it during the review video. And yeah, all right, so that is it. Thank you guys, and as always, vape on, mix on.